Well, middle-class Joe is heading to Hollywood. The president is turning to West Coast elites for top-dollar donations to build up a war chest to use in a potential general election rematch against former President Trump. In his first major fundraising push, President Biden will attend 2 events in Los Angeles today, in the same district that his son Hunter just got indicted on 9 tax charges. The guest list, unfazed by Hunter's indictment and Biden's plummeting poll numbers, includes director Steven Spielberg, Rob Reiner, as well as musicians Barbra Streisand and Lenny Kravitz. Tickets start at a modest $1,000, and boy, that's nice, and go as high as $500,000. But while the president schmoozes with the celebrities, struggling Americans are calling him out. Listen to this.
Celebrities don't live in the real world. They don't have struggles the way we have struggles. I'm retired. I have a disability through the VA, my husband as well. I had to go get 2 jobs just to help us make ends meet. The message, it's all about the optics. In my opinion, what I see is, with us suffering, let them eat cake. And that's exactly what comes to mind. And it's just so unfortunate and it's heartbreaking.
Well, you know, Emily, maybe the theme song should be People Who Need People when he goes there to this kind of thing. This is going to be a lot of money, but we've seen in the past that you can spend 2x, 3 times as much. We saw that in some recent elections and still not win because Americans are really in touch. Will this kind of financial haul make a difference?
That's a great question. I think it makes a difference in terms of how they spend that money. So we know that earlier this year, a lot of plans to have these sort of Hollywood hobnobbing were canceled or postponed, clearly because of the SAG-AFTRA and the writers' strike. So now they're back in Hollywood, all is well. And the question remains, do people feel these costs are worth it? Is it worth $25,000, you guys, to take a photo with President Biden? I mean, I think no. I'd rather spend $50 on a restraining order to file it so that he doesn't touch my hair. This is what people are paying for the president. It's $500,000 to co-host it if you want to be listed as a chair. My question is meat going to be served? Are they using gas stoves to cook the meal? Are they driving past Skid Row on the way? Are they ignoring the fact that regardless of the labor percentages and the job market that they tout, that prices are sky high and most Americans can't afford their Christmas dinners in the same way they would like? So they can enjoy the hobnobbing. Look, Lenny Kravitz can do no wrong in my eyes. I just wish that he was supporting someone else. But at the end of the day, I'll just finish this Rob Reiner being there. He said earlier on social media today, he contrasted Joe Biden with President Trump. He said the difference between the two, Joe Biden is a decent, law-abiding person. Donald Trump is a pathologically lying criminal. Based on our conversation, I wonder whether that's...
Well, you know, Carly, this is what interesting about that litany of things that people would be experiencing in California. But when you're in a limousine or if you're flying in a helicopter from your place in Malibu, you don't see those things, do you? You're not worried about being chased in the subway by a criminal. You're not worried about whether the police, if you're Steven Spielberg, are going to come if you call 911. They will. Is that something that maybe they're considering, or are they that detached?
Well, there was a business owner in Los Angeles that I was just listening to, and there's this new trend it used to be smash and grab, now it's called crash and grab, and thieves are stealing cars and then crashing them into locked businesses. And it happened to him, and he did an interview. He said, I voted for Karen Bass. I voted for Joe Biden. I am sick of this. So I do think that these things now matter. Presidential campaigns are unbelievably expensive, so candidates are going to go to these events. This one's getting a lot of attention, of course, because it's so many famous people all in one room. They're going to be talking about how democracy is at stake. So it's basically like the Oscars, except awards will not be passed.
And also, what's interesting is the policies here. Like Steven Spielberg, incredibly important work on the Holocaust. Schindler's List, films, making sure people know the Remembrance Project. Biden has talked about, the horribleness of the anti-Semitism, but his policies and his administration keeps telling Israel to back off of these knuckle-dragging savages, Hamas. Do you think that's going to be discussed at all?
Maybe. I'm most excited about what comes out of Joe's mouth when he's not on prompter, because that's when you get actually the truth out of the old man. Just a few days ago up in Boston at a fundraiser, he said, if Trump wasn't running, I'm not sure I'd be running. So I'm all for the Biden bumble that could come out of this event. But in terms of him being, middle class, Joe? If he's middle class, I'm the Marquess of Virgilina.
Jake, isn't this just more of the same? Why we've got these problems, these groups of out-of-touch people? Isn't this just going to perpetuate the issues?
Of course. I mean, Joe Biden has staked his whole career for decades on being working class Joe, lunch pail Joe, the voice of the middle class. But anyone who pays attention knows that's not the case. But really, I think events like this, it shows the true nature of power in America. You have this union of the Democrat Party, the left, the media, Hollywood, right? That the entertainment industry, that's how they shape public opinion, and that translates to votes, unfortunately, sometimes at the ballot box. So I do think more people are seeing through this. They understand that events like this, with hard economic times, with Bidenomics wreaking havoc across the American economy, they understand that these things are going to be ultimately harmful for Biden. And I think people are ready for a change.
I hope so. I mean, we can rely on that with the regular American experience versus these elites who clearly are more out of touch than they've ever been before. Now,
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.